You know I love you more than anything in the world, right?
Uh-huh.
That I want you safe. I want other people safe when you get behind the wheel. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's why I got up on a Saturday and came out here and put this obstacle course up for you.
Dad, don't you think this is a bit much?
This is a car.
Todd and Julie Chrisley are concerned about their family. The well-known Chrisley Knows Best family has been having a difficult time. Couple Todd and Julie were convicted of numerous financial offenses, which is when it happened. They haven't strayed far from the spotlight, though. In reality, they're putting together an appeal and a new legal team in preparation for a court date. In spite of this, the controversy has made it difficult for the Chrisley children to find their way. This includes Grayson, the couple's 16-year-old child. In this video, we'll discuss the Chrisley case, Grayson Chrisley, and who the true criminal is in this case. So stick with us through the end if you want all the information. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Topish. We have some exciting stories that are full of lip-smacking delicacies, so be sure to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, let's begin. On the Chrisley Confessions podcast, Todd noted, Grayson is the loveliest kid and has the most tender heart. In the environment we currently live in, you have to be really cautious when dealing with someone who is that sensitive, especially when you have a person with a heart like Grayson, because it doesn't matter whether the world hurts his feelings. In light of the hateful remarks he's read on social media, Todd stated that Grayson has found it difficult to maintain his optimistic attitude. The counsel Todd gave him when he was having legal issues was subsequently disclosed. You realize that by doing this, you're letting someone you'll never meet to have an impact on your day, your mood, your sense of self-worth, and even who your family members are. I said, if you spend as much time listening to God as you do this text, which someone sends, who has 2 followers and a cat as their emoji, Todd continued. Julie added, it shouldn't matter what someone else thinks of you. It's important to understand who you truly are, who you are as a person, as a partner, as a friend, as a parent, and as a kid. Todd and Julie Chrisley have one younger son, Grayson Chrisley, age 16, as well as 4 adult children, 2 from a previous marriage. Chloe, their 9-year-old granddaughter, is also being raised by the Chrisleys due to her father's drug usage problems. Chase is 26 years old, Savannah is 24 years old. Todd also has a daughter, Lindsay, 32, who Julie officially adopted years ago when she was a young child, and a son, Kyle, 30, from his first marriage. On a previous episode of their podcast, Todd and Julie talked about their legal issues. The Chrisley Knows Best cast recently recognized their devoted followers in an episode. I want you all to be aware of the floral arrangements that are being left at our doors, along with the messages, letters, and presents that we're getting. It's simply too much to handle, stated Todd. Following that, he requested prayers from the audience rather than gifts for the reality couple during this difficult time. We don't want you to send us flowers, he declared. We don't want you to spend money in that manner. We don't need anything. So please don't give us gifts or other stuff like that. Finally, he said, prayer is really the greatest gift you can give us. With this storm we're experiencing, our family is faring as well as can be expected. The pair faced 12 counts of bank and wire fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy over a 9-year period in a new indictment that was issued in February. After a fresh indictment was first brought against them in August 2019, they vehemently disputed each and every charge. The Chrisleys are devastated and disappointed with the conviction, but they will be actively seeking an appeal, Julie's attorney, Steve Friedberg, said on Wednesday of Fox News Digital. They're appreciative of all the love and encouragement from their loved ones, friends, and fans. They're steadfast in their religion and genuinely concerned for Todd's mother, Elizabeth Faye Chrisley, as well as the well-being of their children. They're committed to carrying out the battle until justice is served and they're vindicated. All of Todd and Julie's children have been making headlines in addition to them. One day, Grayson was seen washing his expensive car in front of the house. Grayson was criticized by some media publications for being spoiled by his affluent parents. As supporters speculate about Grayson's future in the events that his parents go to prison, he has also made headlines. Well, what exactly happened? Why were they found guilty, and who is to blame? Let's find out. On Tuesday, June 7th, a federal jury in Atlanta found Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley guilty on all counts after charging them with various charges of bank and wire fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy. 𝐸𝐴 has confirmed this. The couple might spend the next 30 years in prison. The former accountant for the couple, Peter Tarantino, was also found guilty of 1 count of conspiracy to cheat the government, as well as knowingly filing false tax forms, 5 counts of bank fraud, 1 count of conspiracy to conduct bank fraud, 1 count of conspiracy to defraud the United States, and 1 count of tax fraud were brought against the Chrisley Knows Best cast members. A wire fraud allegation and a charge of obstructing justice were also brought against Julie, 49. In order to rent a house, the mother of 3 is also charged with fabricating phony bank and credit reports. Todd, Julie, and Tarantino had all earlier entered not guilty pleas to the accusations. On May 17th, their trial got underway in Atlanta. Assistant U.S. Attorney Annalise Peters alleged during the opening comments that Todd, 53, and Julie lied about their income to banks in order to borrow more than $30 million. According to Insider, Peters reportedly remarked in court, "They make up paperwork and they lie through their teeth to get anything they want whenever they want." The two, according to the lawyer, concealed money from the IRS. Bruce Morris, the legal representative for the reality stars, responded by claiming that Mark Braddock, a former employee of Todd and Julie, had committed the crimes behind their back. After Todd was fired in 2012, Braddock allegedly impersonated Todd to carry out the scam. Peters, however, asserted that the alleged deception by Todd and Julie persisted even after the former employee was let go. Peters claimed that through altering financial records, Todd, Julie, and Braddock targeted the community banks in their effort to hide money. Insider reports that Braddock said in court that he and Todd became friends in the early 2000s and that he worked for Todd's foreclosure management companies until 2012. Braddock claimed in his testimony that he made up bogus Microsoft Word documents to inflate Todd and Julie's income in order to make them appear wealthier and qualify for loans. Braddock received an immunity agreement from the government in return for his assistance throughout the trial. The legal representative for Todd and Julie alleged that Braddock was obsessed with the father of 5 and went to the FBI for protection and retribution. Additionally, he said Braddock had stolen from the two. All of this occurred before the USA broadcast the second half of Chrisley Knows Best Season 9. In the meantime, the couple has continued to assert their innocence while releasing fresh episodes of their podcast, Chrisley Confessions. The couple has asked for an acquittal and a new trial, but the decision on that has not yet been made. In the most recent episode, they discussed fan support and asking for prayers for the prosecutors. The real estate magnate also spoke out against those who try to win people over by seeming to understand their problems. It's difficult to imagine that anyone would immediately connect living with the after effects of a tax evasion conviction with coping with a child dying of cancer. But things continue as they are. In spite of the apparent leap, Todd Chrisley makes his thesis quite plain. And it does make sense in a tautological sort of way. Due to the fact that Todd and Julie Chrisley have distinct perspectives on the world, it's actually hard for them to fully comprehend what the other is going through. However, they both contribute to the notion that one shouldn't assume that everyone understands another person's loss or pain, or generally depressing mood by making the assumption out of the blue. Simply put, show kindness to other people at all times, and if you believe that showing compassion requires saying, "I understand what you're going through," then unless you're a reality TV star who has lost a legal battle over allegations of bank fraud, you might want to hold off from contacting Todd Chrisley about this situation. The pair has stayed steadfast in their belief that their conviction was an error in judgment, and that they will come out on the right side of this judicial process, with their marriage being as strong as ever. After the verdict, Todd Chrisley has thought back on instances in his life where he acknowledges he let his love of money and selfishness take precedence over more significant principles. With a sentence hearing approaching, it's uncertain what the Chrisleys' future will be, and whether or not their reality TV reign on the USA will continue to Season 10 and beyond. That ends today's episode. Please leave a comment below to let us know what you think will happen next with the Chrisleys. Like and share this video to stay up to date on their progress, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Topish keeps you up to date on all the latest Hollywood celebrity news, drama, and gossip. Subscribe to our channel and check back for new videos and updates, and we'll see ya in the next video.